Hello and welcome to Under YZ. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Kaguya-sama Love is War chapter 212. Now this was an extremely exciting, wholesome yet funny chapter and I really enjoyed the chapter a lot. There's a lot of different shenanigans that are going on here and I really like the character of Mikado Shijo so far, and along with all of this, we are finally heading into Shirogane's battle arc, which is going to be very interesting in my opinion. But before all of that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. We're also trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now this chapter stops all the unnecessary speculations that a lot of fans had in regards to the character of Mikado Shijo, because a lot of people thought that he might go on to become the rival for Shirogane and he might also pursue Kaguya in such a process because of the legend of Princess Kaguya tale where Mikado is actually the emperor to whom Kaguya is married off to. But here, nothing like that is actually the case, and as I believe right from the very beginning, Mikado is actually a very cool guy, a very fun guy, and he's actually very shy of the environment he's currently in. This was a really awesome chapter in my opinion because it goes on to show actual human emotions, and the interactions here feel very real to me because of the circumstances that these characters are upon. Now the chapter begins with a brief flashback of who exactly Mikado Shijo is, and we are officially introduced to him once again, where it is shown to us that Mikado Shijo stands at the peak of Japan in all sorts of fields because of his family, because of his sports background, and because of his academics. And of course, this is the only person who has destroyed Shirogane's meteoric rise and took the title of first from the national mock test from him. But after all of these initial introductions, when we finally get to meet Mikado Shijo, he is a nervous wreck. Even though he's a person of such a high caliber, but still he's very nervous on the first day of his transferring school, which is very natural and very obvious at the same time. Moreover, we get a proper reasoning as to why he is joining the third year of the high school, because in the first and second years he was actually trying to achieve his goal in football, and in that time he had actually led a relatively average high school to the nationals of the football tournament. So his caliber is also once again displayed here, but at the same time he is afraid of interacting with everyone, which is very natural and very common. So this was a very nice touch of realism in this particular chapter. And at the same time, Mikado is thinking about whom he can actually approach in the class, because according to him, by third year of high school, all social hierarchies are already formed and he doesn't know where he should actually fit or where he would actually go and approach people, because he's thinking of his scenarios right now that his sister is acting all smug and he cannot approach her right now, and even though because of his family he has some connections here and there like Kashiwagi and Kaguya, but still he cannot approach all of them directly as it is. At the same time, we get some very funny dialogue from Shindo. Now, please note that I'm making this chapter on the basis of the fan translations, so I do not know if these are the official wordings which will be used here or not, but one particular thing that Shindo says here really made me go LOL, and that was the title which was bestowed upon Mikado because of his football skills. And all of this is very hilarious in my opinion because Mikado is said to be the boy F emperor. I'm not gonna say the entire thing because of YouTube, but this was very hilarious in my opinion. And at the same time, Mikado is just thinking that shit, I cannot be like this. If things go on like this, I will forever be a loner and I do not want that. But at the same time, I really cannot approach anyone because I'm a nervous wreck, as this is my first day in high school. And then once again he thinks about Kashiwagi and how she's a family friend and everything, and he also thinks about Kaguya, and he finally builds up the courage and goes to talk to Kaguya, but Kaguya immediately shoots him down by saying that you are a Shijo, have you not learnt any manners? Do not make such ridiculous titles in school here. And this was absolutely hilarious and on point, and this was kind of the Ice Queen Kaguya which we had seen in the initial arcs and everything. And Mikado Shijo is just heartbroken, not heartbroken, rather his soul is crushed because he knows that now he will be forever a loner at high school, because he does not have the courage to go and talk to people because he is socially awkward at this moment. But then the main thing happens and our MC appears, and this was absolutely awesome. What happens here is that Mikado's pen case falls down and it is picked up by none other than Shirogane. Shirogane returns it to him and says that here you dropped your pen case, but along with that there is a very intimidating aura which makes Mikado startled. And then it is revealed to us that what exactly is going on between these two characters, because Shirogane tells him that at the end of the first year of high school, you enrolled in national mocks and attained the first class with an overwhelming point difference. And since then he has been training tirelessly to defeat him, yet after that particular point, Mikado Shijo never showed up in the rankings again. Why is that? What is the reasoning behind all of this? Now, on normal days, Shirogane is very calm and docile, but this is the only time when he can be actually intimidating, because the only name which makes him actually feel angry and hatred is none other than Mikado Shijo, because he is the person who snatched away the title of first from him. And now we finally get the revelations to all of this, because Mikado Shijo says that was just a one-time thing and I have never managed to get into the national rankings again, because at that time he was pressurized by his parents. That was the only time when he actually put some efforts into himself, because he wanted to continue playing football, so he had to show everyone that he can also become first. But that was just a one-time thing and he never pushed himself anymore, so that is the reason why he never appeared in the national rankings after that particular point. Moreover, Mikado says that you are Shirogane Miyuki, right? I have always seen your names in the national mock exams, and Mikado goes on to say that you are absolutely amazing, because I only managed to get first one time, but you have been doing it consecutively and successively, so that is a very big deal. And he goes on to say that Shirogane, you too are amazing, I have always kept an eye on you. And then we get the most hilarious panel of the entire chapter, and that is Shirogane blushing. He says that Shijo Mikado noticed me, yeah. Shirogane is absolutely overjoyed, and this panel is absolutely hilarious, amazing, and I'm just in love with all of this. This was totally unexpected but totally awesome, and like I said in my previous reviews, I really did not think that Mikado Shijo was actually a bad character and he was going to become the quote-unquote rival of Shirogane. Yeah, I do have some theories in that particular regard which I'll talk about in the later half of this video, but for now all of this is amazing, and these two characters have a discussion from this point onwards, and they praise each other for their respective plus points or achievements, and finally they also start calling them by their first names, and they think that this guy is pretty good. This was a really nice interaction, and at the end we see Maki and she's saying that nice, he finally made a friend, and she also goes and talks to Kaguya that birds of a feather flock together. They're all the same type, isn't it? Intelligent to the point of being excessive, timid yet straightforward. They both are basically the same. Although Kaguya says that no, they two are completely different person, but we know the reason why she's saying something like this, and that will possibly be revealed to us later on in the arc. But at the end of all these interactions, we see Shirogane sitting alone at the rooftop, and he's just thinking about the things that have been happening in the past and how Kaguya opened up to him and told everything to him, and he's just thinking about what exactly he can do currently, because he only has one semester left, and at the start of summer holidays, he will have to join Stanford's conference for overseas freshmen. Therefore, this will be his last term in the school, and he also realizes the fact that once he goes off to the US, he actually cannot do anything from that particular point onwards. Moreover, he remembers the pain that Kaguya has to go through, and he remembers all of these things, and therefore he makes a decision. From now onwards, I will not hide anything from her. And now he will finally take his move as well, because for Shinomiya, he will do everything, and everything that he learned in the school and every cards that he made at the school, he will use all of them here, and he proclaims at the end that I will also fight for Shinomiya, and thus the battle arc of Shirogane finally begins with this particular chapter, and things are going to be absolutely amazing in my opinion. Now, of course, a lot of different characters are going to provide support to Shirogane and Kaguya from this point onwards, and I think that Mikado Shijo will also play a very huge role in this particular regard. I have a couple of different theories in this particular matter, and I'll probably make a follow-up video in this matter, because I think that his involvement will be very essential in order to build up the actual conflict of the series. But this is it for chapter 212. What do you guys think about all of this? Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonderwisey, and I'll see you soon on the next video.